Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Find Out What's in Pelenta's Forest. So please, grab yourself a glass of water or a cup of tea and spend the next few minutes with me. And like I always say, don't believe everything you hear and check your facts, do your own research. What that really means is you can't hold me accountable for my stupidity, but I can hold you accountable for yours. Don't you want to know what my butterflies are saying? Yes, you do. Don't you want to know what my butterflies are talking? This is Find Out What's in Pelenta's Forest. Da da da, la da da. Oh my God! All right, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? I got some news to share with you, and if you didn't know it, now you do. Hey, 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 yo, yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? What is happening, everybody? How are you doing? What's going on in your life? I hope everything is going fabulous, because at this very moment, I feel fabulous. And you know why I feel so fabulous? It's because I am talking to you fabulous people. You are sharing your precious time with me, and I'm sharing my crazy time with you. So, what we're going to start out talking about this afternoon, because it is actually 12:20 in the afternoon on a day of the week. So, okay, enough of me screwing around. So let me ask you, what is your appetite like? What do you usually have on your menu when you start cooking? Is it pancakes and sausage? Is it steak and eggs? Is it fried chicken? Well, I came across an article and I found some cricket eating humans. Now, quite frankly, I honestly believe if you are hungry and there's food in the grocery store and you prefer to scrounge in your backyard for crickets and trickets and clickets, hey, you like it, I love it, but I'm not going to do it with you. So here we go. Check this out. Silicone Valley is chirping over cricket-based foods. Listen to this article. This is from the Sacramento Bee by Marissa Kendall. And it says, for Bay Area techies attuned to the latest trends, kale is no longer cutting it, and quinoa is now a phase. Now, I don't know if you all know what quinoa is, but it's like little teeny tiny grains, but it's pure protein. So it's really good for you, especially you people that don't eat meat like me. So moving along, it says that kale is no longer cutting it and quinoa is passé. Instead, many are opting for a six-legged snack. Well, you know, if you want to eat something with 6 legs, that's fine with me, because I have 2 and my dog has 4. I guess together that makes 6, so you might want to eat us both, but please don't, because we really don't taste that good, you know. Anyway, in startup offices around the region, people are munching on crickets. Okay, so I'm just sitting here drinking my glass of water. I just got through taking a dab. Man, I got the munchies. So I'm just sitting here in my backyard and, oh, look at that. The cricket leaps up and my extremely long tongue just, I don't know. I just, that's the way I see it in my mind, okay? I do not see anybody sitting down at a dinner table with a plate of some damn crickets, slicing them with a little fork and dipping them in the soy sauce and eating them. To each his own. But anyway, proponents say that the tiny chirping bugs are high in protein and iron, and it can also serve as a sustainable alternative to beef or chicken. I tell you what, I don't eat meat, and I have not had beef in about maybe 20 some odd years. I will find a way to get my beef. And it's not going to be with no six-legged cricket, okay? Now, this is a movement that has people buzzing with companies such as San Francisco-based Bitty Foods baking the bugs into cookies and chips. All right, so attention, everybody. If you are in San Francisco and you happen to stop by Bitty Foods Baking, know this. Their cookies and chips will have ingredients based on cricket legs, fly toes, and grasshopper. But something, I don't know. So anyway, there's a tiny farm in San Leandro, and they're breeding crickets for mass consumption. And listen to this. And a New York-based EXO is using them in protein bars. People, listen to me. I'm telling you right now, you better wake up. This is transhumanism in your face. Do you not understand that real humans, people that were born human, I don't give a damn what you say. We do not have a desire and a craving for crickets and frogs and grasshoppers. Now you have some company in New York that's making a mass production of crickets. You know why we're doing all this crazy madness? Because aliens are already on this planet, people. When are you gonna freaking realize what's going on here? Ah! I just had to get that out. No, but seriously, you know, real humans, I'm not sitting, look, I'm high as a big dog. I got the munchies. I'm not sitting here thinking about going out and getting me some crickets to eat. I want some popcorn or some potato chips or McDonald's or Burger King. I don't want to go in my backyard and start scrounging for crickets and worms and, you know, and lizards and frogs. We are getting mass production ready because we have an alien invasion coming, people, and we need to feed them. We need to supply them with the proper food so they don't eat us. Did you hear about Earth being a farm? This is the crazy show, people. I ain't eating no damn crickets. Shoot, you will pull my quinoa from my cold dead hands. Shoot, these products are showing up in Silicone Valley break rooms, and investors and entrepreneurs are paying close attention because, you know, if there's money in something, they don't care if you're eating a turd burger. If it's money in it for them and they're going to get an extra large yacht or some other kind of fancy incentive, screw you. You're going to be eating dookie and they're going to be putting more millions in their pockets. Okay? Now, I would say there's a new company that launches every 6 months, maybe even more frequently than that. You know, but eating insects is nothing new. Well, it's new to me. You know, fried grasshoppers or chapulines. I don't know what a chapulin is. It's probably some great big old giant cockroach, 5-inch long beetle bug with 15 legs that's going to look at you while you're getting ready to eat it while you dip it in soy sauce. You know what? And as a favorite in Mexico, yeah, they eat those chapulines. They're a favorite in Mexico. Okay. And push carts are offering everything from crickets, to silkworms. And did you know, listen at this, silkworms actually line the streets of Thailand. but companies are trying to market them in the United States, but they're being confronted by the squeamishness about how most Westerners feel about bugs. Yeah, because see, I'm sorry, but when you're born and raised in the United States, we don't eat like that. That's all I'm going to say. We don't eat like that. So, we Westerners, we're pretty squeamish about eating bugs and all that kind of stuff. So it says here that the very first time this person ate a cricket, he said it was a little weird. Well, it's a lot weird as far as I'm concerned. He said that you always have it in the back of your mind. I wonder if there's an antenna in this bar. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. So now they're making t-shirts that say, now I'm hooked on peanut butter and jelly flavored EXO bars containing crickets. So companies like EXO and Biddy are part of a larger trend of food startups that are replacing meat. You see? So if you think about this hold on a second. If you think about this in terms of food, well, then we'll probably, get rid of, food altogether, and we'll just be eating crickets and all that. So if we do that, then we don't need cows and pigs and chickens. We're just going to get rid of all beef and everything. So it says here that they want to replace meat, gluten, and dairy in everyday products. Now listen at this, people. Investors have poured more than $500 million into this plan. So you know what? See that? That's another secret. Because now you're not only going to be eating frankenfish, you're going to be, your food is going to be tainted with crickets and grasshopper legs. And you know what is so funny about it? It probably already is. And that's why they're just now telling you. All this time, they've been doing a beta test on us. Meanwhile, we're eating insects. Goodness gracious. Well, moving right along, I'm sure you guys have probably followed this story. It's about an ex-swimmer who is now being registered as a sex offender. So the article here says Brock Turner registers as a sex offender at the Greene County Sheriff's Office in Xenia, Idaho. He must register for life and check in every 3 months. Now, this story was all over the news because apparently, I'm going to read it to you because I don't have all of my facts and I really haven't done my research, people. But apparently, from what I heard through the gossip circle, he either attempted to rape an unconscious girl or he did rape an unconscious girl. And apparently, he hardly did any time at all. So I came across this article and I wanted to share it with you because I've been talking a lot through my show about domestic violence. Keep your hands to yourself, the whole 9 yards. So this article here says, a former Stanford University swimmer whose 6-month jail sentence for sexually assaulting an unconscious woman sparked a national outcry. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so now he's registered as a sex offender where he's living with his parents. But Brock Turner registered at the Greene County Sheriff's Office 4 days after he was released from the Santa Clara County Jail in California for good behavior. Now, so he was released for good behavior for serving half of his term. So they said that everybody's upset because he did only 6 months. Well, you should have been even more upset because apparently that fool only got a year to begin with. So he was only going to do an additional 6 months. Would that have been good enough for you people? I don't think so. And he got off for good behavior? That's crazy. Well, his good behavior, trying to hop and bounce up and down on top of a woman that's practically dead, unconscious, out of her mind, that wasn't exercising good behavior. But he gets out of jail for good behavior? Okay. Well, his mother tried to shield him from the media, cameras, and as he registered under his family's Dayton area address, there's about a dozen people that were outside protesting him. Sheriff Gene Fisher said that Turner is being treated the same as any other sex offender under his office supervision. Now look at this. Turner, this kid, and he is a kid, he's only 21 years old, but he was convicted in March of 3 felony counts: assault with the intent to commit rape of an unconscious person. And then listen, now it gets nasty. Sexual penetration of an unconscious person and sexual penetration of an intoxicated person. Okay? Now listen, he attacked an unconscious woman behind a garbage bin on the Palo Alto University's campus in January of 2015. Now here we are, almost at the end of 2016, and look at this, okay? Turner was on top of the woman when confronted by 2 graduate students passing by on bicycles. The graduate students chased and tackled him when he tried to flee, and they held him to the ground until the police got there. How tacky. I mean, not saying that rape would be better if it's in a familiar place, in your house, in your bedroom. I'm not saying that rape is pleasant or you can make it better anywhere, because it's a violation of your personal person, So I'm not trying to say that, he raped her behind a garbage bin. If he had raped her in a nice hotel, it would have been better. I'm not saying that. I'm just emphasizing the nastiness of how he did this behind a garbage bin in a garbage dumpster. So it says now that he must register as a sex offender for life, checking in every 3 months, and he faces 3 years of supervised probation. He faces 3 years of supervised probation. Do you see how stupid and backwards ass things are? Why is he not on 3 years of supervised probation right now after what he did? So it says the deputies will check on him without warning to make sure he hasn't moved without permission. Well, I hope that's not too big of a job for you guys to handle, because when J.C. Dugard was missing, probation officers went and visited where she was held prisoner for years. They were all up in the house walking around, and they even saw her and her 2 daughters and did nothing. Gosh. So a jury convicted Turner of sexual assault. Santa Clara County Judge Aaron Persky sentenced him to 6 months in jail, citing that there were extraordinary circumstances of his youth and the fact that he had a clean criminal record and other considerations in departing from the minimum sentence of 2 years in prison. Well, then they should have given his behind 2 years in prison. That would have been something much better than 6 months and a slap on the dang wrist. You're on top of somebody, bumping and grinding, and they don't even know what you're doing. They are passed out. Explain to me. Look at you somebody, comment. I'm sorry, I'm heated about this because I don't like being violated. You write down in the comment section, please, and you explain to me how what he did warrants 6 months, a slap on the wrist, and the fact that he's never, ever, ever, ever been in trouble. Well, this, I feel like Nancy Grace. This is the epitome of his ass getting in trouble. This is just the beginning. And thank goodness those men were there to tackle his punk ass and get him, because he was trying to get away. He would have gotten away with what he did. So that says a lot about his mentality, drunk or not. Okay? His case exploded and social media ignited, and there was a debate around the campus. The prosecutors argued to give him 6 years. So don't be upset with the prosecutors, because they did their job. It's this stupid judge that probably knows his father is some crazy corrupted mess like that, And it says, that there was a debate about campus rape and the criminal justice system. Now after a letter that the accuser read and his sentencing, was published online, people just went crazy. So I want to show people that one night of drinking can ruin 2 lives. You and me. You are the cause. I am the effect. and he got 6 months. The furor grew after her letters surfaced, and then Turner's family and friends wrote urging the judge to be lenient. Be lenient? My brother just raped and murdered 10 people. And I want the judge to be lenient with him. Excuse me, I love my brother. My brother is good. He didn't do anything crazy, but I'm just using him as an example. I love my brother, but pardon me, you just raped my daughter and you did what? I will love you from a distance, and I will love you from jail, and I will love you from heaven because you're going to hell. How about that? Shoot. So anyway, family and friends wrote letters urging the judge to be lenient. And Turner's father also, said that his son's life was ruined by 20 minutes of action. His grandparents complained, all this kind of stuff. Look, this is the bottom line. I'm very sorry for that young man because I know that alcohol will play a part in what you're doing. It always starts out fun. You get a little bit of liquor in you. Everybody starts playing and cursing and acting like jackasses. But then when somebody gets hurt, it's no longer funny. That's why you have to take responsibility, and you will be held accountable for your actions. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I hope you enjoyed today's show. There are many more shows to come. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go to my website and buy my book, Angels Passing Through. And on that note, I am so very, very, very grateful for you spending your precious time with me. Go out into the world and make somebody's day. Say a kind word. You never know how your kind words can make somebody's day great. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. So, God bless you all, and I will see you